Hello, hello, hello! It's Pam Duthie here with our second video into the deep dive into eRank, the new name for EtsyRank, the best tool in my opinion for helping us grow our shops on Etsy. So if you haven't already looked at my last video on the keyword tool, then check it, it'll be in the cards up above. And I just want to dive in and have a look at a second feature, which is the compare keywords tool. So I'm already in the keyword tool, which can be got to from the shortcut up above, and also from tools, compare tool, tools, keyword tool, and underneath it is also the compare keywords, and you also have a link here. So just click on this link. Now this is a pro option, but you can still do it. I think this is a pro option. It's not shown as a pro option anymore. This is a thing you could do in the regular keyword tool by just searching for each word individually, but it is super useful to be able to compare the keywords. So I just want to take you through this. So this looks exactly like the keyword tool, apart from there's up to 3 keywords you can put in. And again, this remembers your recent tool history, so things you've searched for before. So you can see some of the things I've been comparing in the past. And also if you click on it, it also remembers what you've looked for here. So I'm just going to click on 3 different terms, and where I came with this, needle felted, as you'd seen last video, was something I was searching for because this is something I create. And then being more specific, a more long tail keyword was needle felted dog. So I wanted to see how that compared. And then when I was searching for needle felted dog, in the keyword cloud, in the other tags that were there, also came up miniature dog is another possible keyword. So I wanted to see how these all compare with each other. So you put in 3 related to your item tags to see how they're going to compare, and then we hit the compare button. Again, this is in real time. I'm not cutting any of this, so you can see it takes a little bit of time to search, but it's not a massive amount of time. You can see the tools working by the little spinning up in the top corner here. It's just diving into Etsy, having a look through, and there's a lot of data it's digging out, so it does take a couple of minutes, so just be patient. Don't try refreshing the page or doing anything, but bing, there we go. Here is our results. And so we can see each of the terms, needle felted and all the data underneath, needle felted dog, again the data underneath, and miniature dog and the data underneath. So this gives us an at a glance compare for what we think. Now I'm going to be assuming we're a relatively small shop, we have trouble ranking for things. If you're a massive shop, then you might be able to rank for anything you try for, pretty much. You know, you might find it easier to rank. But the smaller a shop you are, the less views you're driving, the harder it might be to rank for certain items. So we're just going to assume that. But if we have a look at all of these 3 terms, first of all, needle felted, as we seen last video, is very high competition, whereas we've got medium for needle felted dog and just high for miniature dog. So already interesting. Demand is medium for needle felted, low for needle felted dog, but medium for miniature dog, and they all have very high engagement. So looking at that, obviously we're thinking needle felted is quite a broad term. It's not necessarily specific enough. So if I was looking to find a keyword for something for one of my items, then we're probably going to look into needle felted dog and miniature dog. One interesting thing here though is that needle felted dog also has the keyword needle felted in it. It says needle felted there. So it's possible if I wanted to rank for needle felted, I could aim for needle felted dog just now, and then I might, as my listing gains a bit of traction, it might rank for needle felted later. So that's something to consider as well if I figured that needle felted was a good term to aim for. But just looking at this traffic light system so far, we have medium competition against high competition, but medium demand against low demand. So there might be slightly more people searching for miniature dog, but you've got slightly more competition that you're up against. So we still from this don't know what's necessarily going to be the best tool. And I have to say, this is more of an art than a science. You pick you pick keywords based on the best information that you have, and you find out if you can rank for them, and then you come back later and try different things. But let's have a look at what we've got. So the listings found, we knew there's well over 50,000 for needle felted. You have a competition, you're up against 5,000 people for needle felted dog, and for miniature dog it's nearly 20,000. So there's 4 times the number of people you would be against for miniature dog. Again, because there's more than 100, then eRank's been able to search the top 100 of them. And then if we have a look, the average hearts for needle felted is 835, needle felted dog is 98, and miniature dog is 43. So this is quite interesting. It's obviously telling us that the listings for needle felted have a high number of hearts. That's kind of high engagement. People are really looking at them. For needle felted dog, you've got nearly 100 hearts per listing, and miniature dog 43 hearts per listing. And hearts and views, people might have gamed these in the past, so it's not an absolute thing. It's not telling us that these listings are totally more popular, but it gives us an idea. And again, for the views, the average number of views, 6,000 for needle felted, 719 for needle felted dog, and 158 for miniature dog. So what I'm finding super interesting about this is, so we're saying needle felted is a term that's going to be very hard to rank for because the listings are very popular. It's getting a lot of hearts and views. However, where we looked, miniature dog has a bigger demand than needle felted dog as far as we know so far, but it's actually, each item has less views and hearts than needle felted dogs. So we've got to look into this more, but what this might mean is, although there's a lot more listings, it might be possible to rank our item in here if we can drive some traffic already, if we can get people to look at it. So miniature dog might be a possible term. But again, if we look at the prices, the average price for needle felted is $30, $60 for needle felted dog, and $18 for miniature dog. So if your real high-end item, needle felted dog might be a better term, or it might not be. This really, again, it's not a science, it's an art. So down here we have the interest over time, the trends from Google Shopping. Why do I want to say shipping? The trends from Google Shopping. This is people who are searching and wanting to buy things on Google. So it's not telling us what Etsy buyers do, but it's given us a fair idea. What people do on Google, they're likely to be doing to an extent on Etsy. So if we have a look straight away, the red portion of the graph, there's no search volume there. For needle felted dog, there's pretty much no search volume. So this might be a term that nobody's searching for. So that's pretty tough. But miniature dog actually has a reasonable search volume. It's even more than needle felted. So we said miniature dog has a high competition compared to very high competition, and its the listings don't have the highest number of views, but it is a search term, so this might be a better keyword than needle felted dog. Again, you're just looking at these and getting ideas of a keyword, so I would recommend attempting miniature dog as a keyword to try and aim for that, to try and rank for that, and then in another listing try needle felted dog and compare them and see which is better. But we're getting an idea that if you only had the choice of one, miniature dog might actually be a better thing. More people are searching for it on Google Shopping, and it might be a little bit easier to rank for on Etsy. And so here we go. We've got buttons that you can get back to the keyword tool or the rank checker for each of the things you've searched for. But this is the compare keywords. Again, you could do these one by one using the regular keyword tool, but I find this super important to be able to pull them up next to each other to see the differences in the competition and demand, to decide what is going to be your most important keyword term. So I hope that helped. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up, come back, give us a subscribe even if you want to see more videos on deep diving into eRank, how I use the tool, what I find is the most important features of the tool. Thank you so much and see you next time.